Pimp My Ride is a TV show produced by MTV and hosted by rapper Xzibit. Each episode consists of taking one car in poor condition and restoring it, as well as customizing it. The original American version was hosted by rapper Xzibit. MTV2 has begun airing episodes from Pimp My Ride UK hosted by DJ Tim Westwood, which features cars being customized in the UK, and Pimp My Ride International, featuring cars in Central Europe, hosted by hip-hop artists Fat Joe and Lil Jon, as well as the related CMT series Trick My Truck. Format: this show picks young car owners living in Los Angeles or elsewhere in Southern California. An episode of Pimp My Ride generally begins with the participant showing his or her car off, and convincing MTV why it needs to be pimped. After this segment, the host shows up at the participant's house, takes a look at the car himself, makes wisecracks about the particular things that are wrong with it, and promises the owner a complete makeover of the vehicle. After examining the car, Xzibit takes it to a custom body shop in Seasons 1 €4. Replaced by Galpin Autosports starting Season 5, where the shop team generally replaces most of the components and rebuilds the interior and exterior from scratch. Each car is a custom pimp, tailored to the personalities and interests of the owners. For example, a Need for Speed Underground fan had his car painted to look like one specially customized in the Need for Speed Underground 2 game, while a bowler had a ball spinner installed in his trunk. A badminton player had a badminton net installed in the back of his Dodge Caravan, and a surfer got a clothes dryer in the back of his Volkswagen Type 2. Work usually includes new paint, accessories, chrome, tires and rims, and internal electronics. Most changes are only cosmetic, and mechanical work is generally only done to enable the car to run. The show has replaced entire engines with new engines. Both WCC and GAS are well known for putting their own whimsical touches in their work, such as the aforementioned dryer, or an electric fireplace in the trunk of another vehicle. At the end of the show, the car is revealed to its owner, as well as all the details of the renovation and the custom features. In addition, the participant is usually given a gift somehow related to the car or the owner's hobby. See also, Pimp Mobile. Notes. Seasons 1 €4 much of the appeal of the show comes from the personalities involved. The WCC employees are an eclectic mix of outgoing personalities, such as, owner Ryan, the heavily pierced tire specialist Alex, tough-looking interior and fabric maven-ish, electronics expert Mad Mike, accessories specialist, the appropriately named Big Dane, paint guys Aaron, Buck, Tushi, and Lewis. The latter carried on into the following seasons. After the third season, WCC manager Q announced that he would not be willing to take a role in the show anymore. Q cited a desire to expand the company's business with a customs shop in St. Louis, Missouri called Coast to Coast Customs. Ryan Friedlinghaus, the owner of WCC, was featured in Season 4 as the lead for discussions on what customizing will be done on the incoming cars. Seasons 5 €6 beginning with the fifth season, the show moved to another garage, Galpin Autosports, as Ryan, the WCC owner, moved his shop to Corona, California and has signed a deal with another television production company. However, the show retains Mad Mike, now dubbed a car customization specialist. The new cast includes the employees of GAS, owner Bobo Ekman, electronics expert and the Wizard of Wiring Mad Mike, the wheels and tires specialist Gyasi, paint and body Lewis, accessories specialist Diggity Dave, interiors Rick, fabricator Cabe, shop crew Z. Replacement vehicles on only 3 occasions all season finales did the show not pimp the original automobile. In the first instance, the car to be pimped was actually 2 halves of Ford Escorts welded together to make one car, a cut-and-shut job, and was declared unsafe. In the second instance the participant was studying to be an auto mechanic, and WCC decided to let him pimp his car as a study project. In the most recent such incident, Xzibit felt the owner's car, a Nissan Pulsar, was not worth fixing, as heat from the car's engine and battery fluid was leaking into the cab, creating a fire hazard. In all these instances, the vehicles of the participants were replaced with brand new cars, with extensive modifications made to customize each new car for the owner. Worldwide popularity: Pimp My Ride is one of MTV's most popular shows with nearly all of its worldwide viewers, and also in the US, where it is second place to The Real World. Country Music Television, also owned by MTV parent Viacom, has a show called Trick My Truck that operates on the same principle, but only customizes semi-trailer trucks. Canada Canada's music network, Much Music, also aired the show until MTV Networks signed a deal with CTV, which resulted in Much Music losing their rights to MTV programs. Much Music's French-language sister station, Musique Plus, airs the show subtitled in French under the title Pimp Mon Char. The show would eventually re-air on Much in the summer of 2008, showing the later seasons. It has since again been removed from the channel block. Europe a UK version of the show launched on June 26, 2005, presented by the DJ Tim Westwood. Charisma Automotive are the customizers for the UK version. The employees in Charisma Automotive are, a legendary boss Jamie Shaw, old man bald head paint expert Ronnie, bodywork King Martin, designer Chick Pinky, accessories Braun Ritchie, audio and multimedia punk Bluey, wheels and tires Prince Jr. On October 1, 2008 also the Baltic version of the show was first launched. The German-language MTV Central has two adaptations of the show called Pimp My Farhad and Pimp My Whatever. On Pimp My Farhad, 2, the bike shop Coast Vsicles redoes almost the entire bicycle, usually leaving only the frame intact. While the show could be seen as a parody of the American original, it is also a loving tribute, using all the elements of the American show with a bicycle twist. It is hosted by German actor Oliver Koritke. In Pimp My Whatever, 3, ELB Coast Psychos return once more to pimp anything from a bathroom and a doghouse to a birthday party or even someone's brother. Pimp My Whatever is hosted by MTV presenter Patrice Bau, copyright Deba, copyright La. Both shows are located in Hamburg. The original United States Pimp My Ride is shown in English language with German subtitles. MTV Italy also features a different version of Pimp My Ride, called Pimp My Wheels. Hosted by the Italian hip-hop group Gemelli Diversi, Pimp My Wheels turns old rusty motor scooters or motorcycles into brand new shiny vehicles. Pimp My Ride is currently broadcasting in almost all European countries with Pimp My Ride International, a European version of the show where cars are pimped from all over Europe in the Netherlands at Alstoff. The show is hosted by Lil Jon and Fat Joe. Middle East Pimp My Ride broadcasts on weekdays in the Middle East on the channel NBC Action. Pimp My Ride is also broadcasting on MTV Arabia, the new MTV channel for the Arab world, although MTV Arabia didn't start the show from the beginning. Instead they started broadcasting the show from season 5. NBC Action is still airing old episodes of the show. New Zealand a Maori language version airs in New Zealand. South America MTV Brazil have started the Brazilian Pimp My Ride version, presented by the rock singer Jimmy London, from the group Matanza. Arab an Arabic version has started broadcasting on NBC One called Dalsi Aratak. A popular malt beverage manufacturing company Barbican sponsored this show Dalsi Aratak, and they also pimped the cars and showed them in their commercials. DVD releases. US version Featured vehicles. US version Season 1, Wyatt's Daihatsu Hi-Jet, $20,000 of goods put into the Hi-Jet, painted in Hi-Jet blue with silver and grey flames. The microvan was done with a jet theme, including authentic airliner fasten your seatbelt plaques and a large rear spoiler. The rear of the van included a wraparound couch, wall-mounted 15-inch TV and tiny fridge. Wyatt was given a preamp and guitar to be able to play music through the stereo system, and a mini camera was installed in the grille and displayed on the internal monitors. Music featured in this episode includes The darkness I believe in a thing called love. Niall's Cadillac sedan DeVille. Niall bought the car for $700 because it was big and strong, and she wanted to show that big cars are not just for guys, the girls can roll too. Painted in candy pink pearl and fitted with 20-inch wheels, the car had a see-through DVD changer in the dash and a plexiglass encapsulated river. And when the trunk opened, a shoe rack full of new shoes automatically extended, replacing the pile of old shoes Niall had stashed in her trunk. Logan's Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. The floor of the trunk was made to resemble the hardwood floor of a professional basketball court. WCC painted the car with a custom bright green in the front that faded into a dark green from the midpoint towards the rear of the car. Christine's Honda Civic. The owner of the car lives with her grandmother and 2 dogs, and revealed that she only drives the car on weekends and keeps the car on blocks to prevent theft. Fitted with leather massage seats and a Lamborghini-style front doors, 3 days after Christine's episode aired, her grandmother died of gastric cancer. Antoine's Mitsubishi Mirage, painted blue that matched the neon they put on the bottom. The show was in memory of Mr. Shannon. WCC put a 10-inch monitor inside the car. WCC also installed a small aquarium in between the rear seats. The original 13-inch wheels were replaced with 18-inch wheels. Mary's Ford Mustang, known as Matty Mustang by the owner, the front seats were made to recline all the way flat so that the custom LCD monitor in the headliner could be easily viewed. The car was originally fitted with special exhaust pipes that shot out flames when the engine was started. However, due to concerns of the WCC owner Ryan that such devices could be illegal, they were quickly removed. Jard's Ford Ranger. The Ranger was given a pearl orange paint job and lowered 3 inches. Under the truck bed cover was a ping-pong table, which slid out to reveal a couch and a TV with a Nintendo GameCube. Donnell's Pontiac Trans Am. When the Trans Am was being pimped, some of the WCC crew made references to Smokey and the Bandit. This pimped-out vehicle had a coffee maker installed in a center console and a chandelier in place of the dome light. The car has a huge bird decal installed on the new Trans Am's hood. However, due to the oversized design, a smaller one replaced it. Neil's Chevrolet LUV truck. Shonda's Ford Mustang convertible. During the episode, Xzibit made several references to Vanilla Ice because the car featured had an extreme resemblance to the car used by Vanilla Ice in his music video for Ice Ice Baby. Ezra's Nissan Maxima station wagon. The Nissan was referred to as the Identity Crisis, because of the Datsun and Nissan badges. The wagon was turned into a mobile DJ booth by WCC. Chris's Volkswagen Barger Bug. Brian's Honda CRX. This was the first car to visually get a brand new engine, as the old engine died before Xzibit could pull it into the shop. Gabria's Toyota Land Cruiser. The owner of the car was bought by her former boyfriend prior moving to California. A pickaxe with a padlock came with the Land Cruiser. The car was later sold on eBay by Gabria. She managed to sell the car in excess of $18,000. Kerry's Ford Escort. The owner of the car moved from Fargo, North Dakota to California with his family. This was a cut-and-shut car built out of 2 halves of 2 Ford Escorts welded together. Therefore the car was considered too dangerous for him to continue to own. To replace it, the brand-new Scion XB was to be pimped instead. To do pimping, the crew from WCC installed a ragtop electric sunroof, a portable computer and additional high-flame sticker in both sides. Ref. Season 2, Big Ron's Cadillac Eldorado. The rims put on it were 24-karat gold-plated 18-inch Daytons, and were worth more than the car originally. Kyara's Ford Escort, turned into a replica of a BMW M3. Ryan's Volkswagen Bus. Since Ryan loves to surf, an automated surf rack was installed on the roof. A 40-inch TV was installed in the back, making it the largest television WCC has ever put in a car. A fold-out stop sign that read "Chill" was put on the side. Alice's Chevrolet Suburban. WCC installed a working sink in the back along with a mirror since Alice wanted to be a makeup artist. Aaron's Chevrolet S10 Blazer, fitted with a fireplace in the back and flames on the side. Josh's Acura Legend, a bowling ball, a set of bowling shoes and a customized WCC bowling shirt were given to Josh with his Pimp Ride. Kwok Viet's Nissan 240 SX, produced as a replica tie-in with the video game Need for Speed, Underground 2, because the owner was a fan of the video game series. Of note is that the game uses a hatchback, while the pimped car was a coupe. Reese's Ford Felon, the 19-year-old owner was hoping to become a mechanic, so WCC and Xzibit decided to let him restore his car himself and procured a 2005 Toyota 4Runner to pimp. This is the only time that the car intended to be pimped was returned to the person without being worked on, and the only time in the show's 3 replacement vehicles that the person got back the old car and received a new pimped vehicle. Season 3, Nate's Ford Econoline, formerly a municipal van, turned into a limousine for the band that the owner played for. The hot tub in the rear was so heavy that hydraulic airbags were required to support it. This pimped vehicle is seen on the intro episode of Where Are They Now? Sarah's Chevrolet S10, an 8-ball pool table was mounted on the back of the truck, a limousine divider was installed on the back window to make the pool table playable in all angles. The exterior was painted black metallic with airbrushed graphics on the sides and hood. Features a fog machine under the hood. The owner of the car revealed that would be going to move to Tennessee to be with her fiancé. Copyright. To do pimping, a GPS is installed. Brooks Chevrolet Cavalier convertible, nicknamed Betsy by the owner. A digital projector was mounted on the trunk lid that could pivot so that the projector faced forward and could turn any wall into a drive-in movie theater. A popcorn maker was also installed in the center console and individual DVD players were also stuffed into the headrests so the rear passengers could each watch their own movie. Tom's Chevrolet Caprice, this was a former police car. Since Tom is a skateboarder, WCC equips the Caprice with grind rail from the rear bumper, with Impala-like body kits, custom gold paint, and super high beam lights inside the trunk. The car has been equipped with police lights via microphone. Tom also received a WCC skateboard. JT's Honda Civic, Jakara's Chevrolet Bel Air, named Big Bertha by the owner and revealed the car was used by her family in 2 generations. Repainted to white and pink with old-school pinstripes. 20 inches symbolic rims with Goodrich tires. 2 7-inch monitors that pop out of the seats, motorized closet in the trunk. Vivian's Toyota Wonderwagon LE, was given a dog grooming area in the trunk, and a recreated 1980s-style arcade tabletop game in the passenger cab area. Eric's Mitsubishi Eclipse, to reflect his job as a baggage handler at the airport, the hatch area had 3 belts that simulated a baggage claim area. On each belt, was a Sony PSP. Given a half-half paint job, where one side was one color scheme, while the other side was another color scheme. Season 4, Jessica's AMC Pacer, the owner of the vehicle was studying to become a nutritionist. The car was fitted with a huge cloth sunroof, a rear wing with a solar panel to power the electronics, and a juicer in the trunk. The entire interior of the car was retrofitted with yellow shag carpeting. When he saw it, Xzibit promptly joked, "Who killed Big Bird?" This car was infested with rat droppings. Indeed, the mechanics found a live rat inside the car. Consequently, Xzibit's gift to the car's owner was a cat, which Jessica named Pacer. At the end it says, "No rats were harmed in the pimping of this ride." Josh's Toyota Corolla, the car had suffered a lot of superficial body damage before it was pimped. The reverse gear was also broken, which WCC had repaired. Intriguing features of this car included 4 liquid crystal displays mounted in the left and right of both front and rear bumpers. Since being pimped, Josh wrecked the car, as he brought it to the Where Are They Now? Episode Sans Hood. Xzibit mockingly told Josh that they do not do repimps. Xzibit also revealed that, 15 minutes after giving Josh his rental car, he also wrecked his rental car. Heather's Chevrolet C10, this truck was pimped so that the entire truck bed could come out at an angle. Also, the driver's seat included a special raise and lower feature, as Heather had difficulty seeing out the back. the truck had its brakes nearly completely gone. The show featured the truck hitting an egg, then rerunning the same stunt with fixed brakes, where the egg was not hit. The truck also had, for proper weight, cow manure, and hose in the truck bed before being pimped. The electronics in the back of her truck cost more than $30,000. Tim's Dodge Grand Caravan. Since the owner was a full-time student who often slept in his van, the van was installed with a custom fully reclining Maybach-style seat position between two waterfalls. It also included a 17-inch LCD flip monitor, a built-in DVD player. In addition, Tim was given a laptop with wireless internet, a wireless keyboard and a USB-compatible microscope. The original grille was swapped out for that of a Plymouth Voyager. Since Tim played badminton, a badminton net was installed in the rear of the van. Alex's Chevrolet Chevelle convertible, an all-new small-block Chevy V8 engine was installed in the car in order to live up to its reputation as a muscle car. Also, since the driver practiced magic, it also had its sound system concealed, only to be revealed by a secret incantation. Alex revealed on the "Where Are They Now?" episode that he wrecked the car the first day he got it back. Rash's Ford Taurus. This car was fitted with memory foam seats for the comfort of the driver, and since the owner had aspirations to be a Hollywood stuntwoman, the trunk was fitted with a professional stunt cushion. The Taurus's front door hinges were altered to swing upward, Lamborghini style, and the rear doors opened horizontally without hinges. Jake's Buick Century. The WCC crew removed the back seats and replaced it with the MTX Audio Jackhammer, a 22-inch subwoofer weighing 369 pounds. A decibel meter was installed in the dash to alert Jake to keep it down. Uniquely, due to wanting a retro 1950s nature for the car, this would perhaps be the only car in Pimp My Ride Euro's history to have flat black paint, and alloys replaced with regular steel wheels, white walls, and hubcaps. During the filming of this episode, Big Dane told Jake to be more excited, or I will stomp you. Christie's Chevrolet panel truck. The owner was of Italian descent. The WCC crew installed a copy of Michelangelo's famous mural painting The Creation of Adam on the ceiling of the truck. Prior to pimping, the van had a large bullet hole through the passenger's side windshield. Season 5, Calvin's Chevrolet Malibu. This was the first car to be pimped at Galpin Autosports. Having stated that Calvin had seen a UFO after living in the desert, his car was painted silver with green glow in the dark crop circles and featured doors that opened automatically via a remote control. Aaron's Volkswagen Thing. The Thing was equipped with a faux alligator and snakeskin interior. The car was equipped with a custom terrarium. The GAS crew equipped it with a 200-horsepower turbo engine. Monique's Mitsubishi Galant. The Galant was painted sky blue with a white sun on the hood and doors. The GAS crew swapped the rear seat for a chaise lounge, featuring 6 LCD monitors and a laptop that could be pulled out. One of the more notable features was a scrolling LED marquee installed on which Monique could display her spoken word poetry. Dante's Ford Econoline ice cream truck. This was the first actual business vehicle to be pimped, which means Dante could receive a tax deduction if he gets taxed for everything put into it. The truck was painted sapphire blue with icicles on the side. Ice cream-related features included a touch-screen order system, a robotic arm which can dispense the ice cream to the customer at a kid level, and a full stock of ice cream. He still sells ice cream in the north side of Long Beach, California. The GAS crew found a family of 8 mice in this van when stripping it. Jason's Toyota T100, having been completely stripped of all parts and stolen, only the actual frame and cabin remained. The car was painted in a camouflage-style purple, white, grey, and black, nicknamed Glamouflage. The seats had a layer of Kevlar added. Other than a complete pimping of his car, Jason also received a Yamaha Raptor 350 all-terrain vehicle that was also pimped. The GAS crew put 2 LCD monitors and a DVD player on the ATV. Joe's Cadillac Sedan DeVille limousine, Xzibit, was stopped by a LASD policeman while driving the car to the GAS garage. Having replaced the divider with a 50-inch plasma monitor, A tube runner's custom pneumatic tube system was installed so the passengers could communicate with the driver. A rumble seat was installed in the trunk, with a 27-inch LCD TV that flipped up from the roof. Joe was warned not to drive the limo with anyone sitting back there. Shauna's Toyota Celica, given mods like Lamborghini-style scissor doors, body kit, outrageous paint scheme, and other related modifications. Installed in the trunk was an Apple PowerBook laptop with 2 terabytes of hard drive space, via external hard drives. It could also be controlled with a 7-inch touchscreen in the front. In the console, GAS gave Shauna an iPod Nano and a Palm Trio cell phone, which Shauna did not know how to use, as she had never owned a computer or a cell phone. Tad's Land Rover Range Rover. The owner is an Ethiopian immigrant and GAS crew added the Ethiopian flag at the right side of the hood. Xzibit finds the graphics on the SUV and he does not know what kind of graphics these are. The Range Rover was given an orange paint job with a white stripe. In the rear a water bed and water machine were installed. On the roof GAS installed a satellite dish which could connect to the internet from anywhere in the world. This pimped vehicle is seen on the intro episode of Where Are They Now? Gerald's Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Gerald's Monte Carlo was given the Southern Box treatment. It was painted black with leopard flames on the front. The car was given 24-inch spinners, which raised it by 8 inches. This is a GAS record for the largest rims installed on a car. Ellen's Ford Contour. Xzibit finds a car marked with claws that Ellen explains was attacked by a bear while she and her friends were camping. The GAS crew equips her car with green and orange tear graphics and a muffler like salmon cannon in order to prevent a bear from attacking her car again. John's Mercury Cougar. Xzibit found one spinner on the car's tires. The car was painted black base with canary yellow racing stripes. GAS also installed a 450 horsepower Roush racing motor. Special feature was the 32-foot inflatable projector screen. Zillerman's Ford Probe, car's Aztec-style paint scheme by street artist Man 1. Interior seats done up with Aztec pyramid designs. Trunk made to hold art supplies for Zillerman's art classes. Car can paint via paint guns in each tire's wheel well. Tyler's Chevrolet El Camino. A football fan's El Camino becomes the ultimate tailgating machine. Metallic purple paint job with yellow flames. New 350 cubic inch, 350 horsepower engine with bird catcher blowers. Satellite TV with 5 plasma monitors, 5,000-watt audio amplifier, and PlayStation 2. Also includes a propane grill and Wonder Bar condiment dispenser. In addition, Tyler received tickets to the 2006 Oakland Raiders season opener, as well as a Randy Moss NFL jersey. Tyler's grandfather had won this car playing poker and had given it to him. LaWanna's Volkswagen Bug, car's body parts placed with the Porsche and Ferrari body kits by the GAS crew. The car's theme was Hair Force One. This is due to the fact that LaWanna was a hairstylist who was about to enter the Air Force. In the trunk in the car's front was installed a sink with shampoo and conditioner dispensers, as well as waterproof speakers and an iPod Nano. Inside the car was a high-power hairdryer which got air via a scoop on the car's roof. The cockpit featured airplane-style gauges and a flight navigation system. Xzibit also gave her a plane toy that includes flight lessons in order to fly a real plane. Josh's Chevrolet K5 Blazer. The snowboarder's ride was given an RC car-style paint job, 6 subwoofers in the trunk, and a 60-inch flip-up LCD monitor in the rear. Presumably inspired by Mad Magazine's Pimp My Ride parody, the truck received diamond plate mud flaps with 7-inch monitors installed in them. Josh also received a new Burton snowboard with a 7-inch monitor built in. Mary's Nissan Pulsar. Due to the high temperatures the engine was giving off to the cockpit, Xzibit replaced the Pulsar with a brand new Ford Mustang GT to be pimped. This is only the 3rd time in the series' history, and the first time using GAS as the customizer, that the vehicle was replaced rather than pimped. The new Mustang GT was painted bright green with chrome on the front end. The interior featured 17 monitors between the pillars, sun visors, dashboard, and headrests. In the trunk were 3 additional monitors, including a 20-inch monitor that could pop out, tilt, and spin around. This is a PMR record for most monitors installed. Season 6, Where Are They Now? Episode, Xzibit revisited the pimped cars, Big Ron, Dante, Josh, Niall, Ryan, Christine, Alex. 2 of the cars have since been wrecked, Josh's Corolla and Alex's Chevelle. 2 of the rides were seen in the intro part of this episode are, Tad's Range Rover and Nate's Econoline. Tanita's Ford Thunderbird, equipped with a new Ford racing engine, camo racing tires that makes pink smoke if the driver does a burnout, windows that roll up by snapping, and a trunk that takes pictures when the trunk lid is opened. Mike's Wonder Bread truck. Mike had bought the van from the Wonder Bread Company for $300 when they retired it from their fleet. Mike had done a pimping job on his own car. The back of his car contained a chandelier, a couch, a surfboard, a TV, and a Super NES. Making it the first car on the show that had a video game system in the car before it was pimped. Mad Mike hooked up 2 MTX audio jackhammers into the car. Xzibit said the Super NES was what he thought was the first Nintendo, it was actually the second. Christopher's Chevrolet Impala SS, this show featured California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was equipped with GM's 6.6-liter Duramax turbo diesel, mated with an Allison transmission, and intended to run on biodiesel. The show was working in correlation with MTV's Break the Addiction campaign. The GAS crew also equipped the car with hemp-covered seats, which prompted Schwarzenegger to remind the crew that hemp was illegal in California. Special's Mercedes-Benz 300 SD, GAS paints the car pink with a reddish pink symbol on the front. They took the Mercedes symbol off and made a big S made out of diamonds. Monitors were put in all of the headrests. Also, it included fake beaver skin seats. At the end they gave her custom-made pink roller skates. GAS crew equips with a special crunk trunk, which opens and closes repeatedly. However, this show features GAS crew Jason, placing his arm on an open trunk. Mad Mike then tests it out, and Jason's arm becomes amputated. Jason says that it's only a flesh wound. The blood nearly stained the car. After the placing of the beaver fur on the seats, it says no rabbits were harmed or pimped during the making of this episode. The forward-facing headrest monitors were dubbed Extreme Hater Vision by Mad Mike and Xzibit. The car was side-swiped across both passenger doors and as a result, was totaled and went to scrap. Robert's Chevrolet van. The GAS crew equips with a slot machine in order to open the sliding door. The owner must get a jackpot. A craps table floor and a keyboard piano with a roulette table built inside of a baby grand piano replica were installed as well. Wayne Newton was also featured in this episode. Layla's Plymouth Grand Voyager Expresso. The van was equipped with a special vroom box, which enabled the van to sound like other different types of supercars including a Ford GT and an Aston Martin Vanquish. The van's original grille was replaced with an aftermarket replica of a Dodge Caravan grille. Seth's Nissan Maxima. Because of his love of both Transformers and all kinds of candy, his car's pimping includes a transforming back seat that slides open to reveal the sound system and monitors, and a cotton candy machine in the trunk. Vanessa's Ford Festiva L, nicknamed Zippy by the owner. Vanessa's car has a nitrous tank installed. The car is put on a body kit from Festiva Motorsports. This episode began a 10-episode marathon that was originally intended to be a sneak peek at the new season. However, a 7th season was never produced. Jonathan's Honda CRX. In honor of Jonathan's love of comic books and surfing, the car was painted with silver surfer chrome, and the interior done up with Fantastic Four accents, including a comic keeper replacing the glove box and a rear Xbox setup inspired by The Thing. He was also presented with a custom Silver Surfer surfboard. Due to being unavailable to film this episode, Xzibit's hosting duties were filled in by rapper Chameleon Air. According to the episode, Euro used to drive a CRX as his work vehicle, transporting urine samples from doctors' offices to the testing facility. David's Ford Econoline. Since he was running a family dog grooming business, The back of his van got the ultimate grooming station with a new bathtub and a drying cage with a 32-inch monitor so the dogs can watch TV while they get dried off. They also hooked him up with a slide-out 42-inch monitor, a black and blue paint job with cage graphics because he wanted to become a cage fighter. GAS also gave him a hot dog maker in his dash when he gets hungry. Will's Jeep Grand Wagoneer, Esmeralda's Pontiac Sunbird. Esmeralda really likes the beach, so she had a Hawaiian tiki god painted on the hood, and tiki gods stitched into the leather seats. In the trunk, a snow cone maker was installed, along with two X150W Genesis waterproof subwoofers. GAS installed a mood control gadget, angry, sad, flirty, happy, and a roller bar with high-powered binoculars mounted on it. Wheels and tires, 18 Tezen Sonic alloys, Pirelli P0 tires. Justin's Toyota RAV4, Teresa's Ford Limited Crown Victoria station wagon, makes several references to the family truckster from National Lampoon's Vacation. GAS turns the car into a look-alike ambulance. Amber's Chevy Cavalier, Louis Subaru Impreza, Andrew's Cadillac Fleetwood hearse. This hearse was painted black with custom airbrushed skulls in the front half. A coffin equipped with a grille slides automatically out the back. Pimp My Ride UK Season 1, Asif Norb's Volkswagen Golf Mark II. The Golf was made over with Lamborghini-style doors. Beth and Jones Morris Minor. Beth and Jones wanted her car pimped so it could be her wedding car. The headrests had custom embroidered Mr. and Mrs., as well as a matching love seat in the boot. Surfboards were resting on a new roof rack, and since Bethan was really into photography, the garage installed a laptop, printer, digital camera, plus a mobile phone to upload pictures on the go. J. Rob Aram's Ford Granada hearse. The funeral car was pimped for Jay and his band to perform gigs in. Army Gabolian's Fiat Panda. The Panda was pimped with a trailer containing skate equipment. It also had 3 bucket seats installed. Sean Egan's Ford Capri. The interior was decorated with over 1,000 Swarovski crystals. There is a rumor that Sean does not own the car anymore. Bez's Black Cab, starring also Davina McCall from Big Brother. Ironically, the car was originally a sleeper before being rebuilt, with Bez having spent his Big Brother prize money on a Chevy V8 and race exhaust. The sound and video system included a DJ turntable, 20 speakers, 8 amps, 2 DVD players, 15 TV screens and a camera on the grille linked to one of the screens. The sign on top of the car saying taxi was changed to say pimp. Season 2, Chris Nissan Sunny. Chris won his car in a poker game. Due to the rough condition of the bodywork, a mint-condition donor car was used for its parts. Adam's BMW 316 IE30. Adam obviously did not have trouble sleeping before filming. Instead of answering the door, Westwood had to wake him up. The car had an additional Taekwondo training boot on his car trunk. Zoe's Volkswagen split-screen camper van. Zoe was actually conceived in her own camper van dubbed the Beastie. The car had been in her family for nearly 40 years. Lana's Volkswagen Polo. Lana had been a flight attendant and was trying to earn a private pilot license at the time of the filming. The car was fitted with actual Boeing 747 seats. Lana likes party. The car added a beauty kit on-side trolley inside her car. Jamie's Suzuki Swift GT. Jamie was given a hand cast of his favorite actor, and of course Westwood. The car was covered in vinyl stickers in his favorite Japanese style. Sheeran's Volkswagen Beetle. Sheeran's Beetle was given a custom cowskin paint job on the roof, and had a mosaic floor to reflect her Middle Eastern heritage. Lawrence's Ford Anglia. As Lawrence was a fan of 1950s culture, the car was pimped in the style of a 1950s hot rod. An American-style dyno was installed in the boot. It was advertised for sale in the March 2007 issue of Custom Car Magazine and the May 2007 issue of Retro Ford. Hannah's Kia Pride. On the way to the garage, Westwood blew up the engine. Danny's Bedford Rascal. Jono's Volkswagen Type 2 pickup number. Fewer than 12 panels were replaced before paint, then a hot tub, complete with color-changing jets, was added. Special Madonna's Volkswagen Lieutenant. The interior of the van was pimped for the music video Sorry. The exterior was kept original. Season 3, LDV 400 Series Minibus. This was pimped as part of the 2007 comic relief appeal, the community volunteer transport of the Staffordshire Midlands. The van features an LCD screen bingo game that is linked behind each seat of the bus for the elderly passengers. Ola's Renault Clio RT, Robin's Ford Transit. The van was used as a tour bus for Robin and his band, Playground Legend. It had a recording studio with a sofa in the rear, and the outside was decorated with the band's logo and a picture of the band members. Abar's Daihatsu Hi-Jet, Dave's Ford Fiesta, Jaguar XJ. Pimp My Ride Baltic. Season 1, Paulia's Nissan Bluebird, Kaspar's Honda Civic, Kadri's Fiat Panda. Pimp My Ride International. Season 1, Merck's Trabant 601. The chassis of the car was completely rusted out, and needed a donor car to replace many of its parts. Since the owner was practicing to be a chef, a stove and table were installed in the trunk. The car was fitted with 16-inch white rims, given an orange paint job, and a checkered roof. Ronnie's Datsun 310 Cherry, painted in cherry red with 2 racing strips down the middle of the car. Custom twin round lights were fitted front and rear, giving the car a mini muscle car or rally car look. This car was used by 3 generations of Golvia family. Cecila's Citroën NZX, Emil and Jonas Audi ATL. The car was owned by identical twins, who lived together in Sweden and both performed in a black metal band. The car was modified to give a goth appearance. Unique touches included plastic human body parts embedded under leather on the car's bonnet and roof, and a grille to scare off forest trolls. Gibril Sissa Copyright S Dodge Ram van. The van belonged to Gibril Sissa Copyright who, after pimping his own prestige cars, wanted to see what the garage could do to his old van. Airbrushed with an A-Team style paint job and fitted with a fully custom handmade 300C body kit. Carolyn's Opel Kadett Cabrio. This car was a rigged convertible top and hatches of spiders inside the car. Pop culture references. Since the show's debut, Pimp My Ride has been referred to numerous times by other television shows and comedic acts. Several similar shows have aired on other networks. Other companies, including MTV itself, have spoofed the series on their own shows, acts, or television commercials. As part of a 2006 advertising campaign, Volkswagen created a series of television commercials called Pimp My Ride, starring Swedish actor Peter Stormare as an effete German engineer named Wolfgang. The ads were created as a parody of the Pimp My Ride TV show. The 3 30-second spots became something of an internet phenomenon when popular automotive news website Left Lane News uploaded the ads to the video distribution service, YouTube. In episode 26 of the Movies.com Muppet show Statler and Waldorf, from the balcony, Statler and Waldorf's balcony box gets decorated. Waldorf states in his amusement, "What is this? Pimp my balcony?" Xzibit appeared as a guest on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and a sketch was shown called Pimp My Bride. The sketch shows a typical bride forming into a lingerie-bearing bride, with an LCD screen attached to her back. The sketch was filmed in the same style as the show, most notably the camera angles. Robot Chicken did a segment in one episode, with a show called Pimp My Sister. In episode 8 of season 1 in the Boondocks entitled The Real, Riley was able to convince 2 reality makeover shows to work on his granddad's belongings. One of the shows is Pimp My Ride, to pimp out his granddad's car. Xzibit also did the voiceover of his animated self in this episode. In Series 3 of Bo Selector, there is a short sketch entitled Pimp My Bride in which a comedic imitation of Michael Jackson helps people by giving their wives a makeover. On the Drake and Josh episode I Love Sushi, the boys enter a contest for a television show called Pump My Room. They win and the people tell Drake and Josh to leave their home so they can remodel their home. It turns out they rob them of everything and that it's really a phony TV show. So they get temporary jobs packaging sushi at the Ball and Vance Fish Corporation. In an episode of We're Experiencing Technical Difficulties, there is a short segment called Pimp My Grandma, which took aspects and effects straight from Pimp My Ride. The 2013 AD campaign for SKODA, starring Xzibit, parodies the fact that in some episodes they would simply replace a car completely with another, in this case a SKODA Yeti. Legal action: Viacom, the owner of the Pimp My Ride franchise, has made legal threats against a number of small business owners over the use of the words Pimp My in business names. Businesses using the names Pimp My Pet and Pimp My Snack have been threatened with legal action for an alleged breach of a trademark owned by Viacom. The website Pimp My Snack is now known as Pimp That Snack. Similar programs, thematic variations, Monster Garage, also features outrageous custom engineering of vehicles, albeit within an entirely different program format. NASCAR Angels, rebuilds cars for needy, or deserving fans. Overhaulin' like Pimp My Ride, Overhaulin' features automobiles in poor condition being restored to show quality. However, Overhaulin' places emphasis on performance enhancements, works with a set time limit, tricks vehicle owners into parting with their cars, and is aimed for a more mature audience. Although ostensibly a competitor of Pimp My Ride, one episode featured a WCC paint job. Ride with Funkmaster Flex, produced by MTV, reviews interesting cars. Trick My Truck, CMT's equivalent to Pimp My Ride, features the Chrome Shop Mafia customizing semi-trailer trucks for lucky fans. Unique Whips, the East Coast equivalent of West Coast Customs. Foreign versions, Pimp My Car, a version of Pimp My Ride. Pimp My Room features some friendly competition between 3 students to see who will win the university student bedroom or apartment overhaul. Subsequently the room is pimped. Pimp My Wheels, in which mopeds and motorcycles are customized. Mech My Whack, a similar program shown on Maori television. All the Gear No Idea. For men and motors, but mainly deal with motorcycles, which the bike get shipped to U.S. customizer LA County Parodies for a customization, and like other motor makeover shows, its owner receive a makeover. Parodies, Pimp My Kettle, a series of short mini-documentaries about pimping kitchen kettles. The website also includes pictures of real kettles pimped by artists and professional car customizers. Proxenete My Breed, parody of the show performed by teenagers of Xzibit production from vaudeville. The 3 internet episodes are extremely satirical, usually involving pimping the car with a non-existent budget and with things such as cardboard skirts, wooden spoilers, Christmas lights, aluminum foil rims, etc. Chav My Motor satire, based on the boy racer culture of car modification amongst chaves. Pimp My Fahad, where bicycles are pimped by ELB Coast Vsicles. Pimp My Whatever, where anything can be pimped. Skanga Me Banger, Irish, bebo.com/ Scanjambanger. Hosted by Colin Farrell, who scangers Damo's Honda Civic. This is an obvious parody with Irish trance tunes and set in inner city Dublin. Pimp My Sleigh. External links. References http Bumnet Xzibit JPG. Official links Pimp My Ride at mtv.com, Xzibit a Euro official site, the official MySpace page of Xzibit, Xzibit a Euro Sony Music website, virtual Pimp My Ride at the VMTV site, Pimp My Ride UK, official Pimp My Ride UK car close-ups game, West Coast Customs, Galpin Auto Sports, Pimp My Farhad at MTV. Charisma Auto Design, Tim Westwood site, Pimp My Ride International, Mad Mike site, Pimp My Ride video game review. Fan sites and resources Pimp My Ride at the Internet Movie Database, Pimp My Ride Episode Guide, Pimp My Ride Episode Guide, Pictures and Game, beware of the pimpmyride.com scam. http www.tvcom Jakarta's Chevy Bel Air 416051/summary HTML, Pimp My Ride font.